Breaking overnight, Chinese hackers breached the U.S. Treasury Department. The critical details and what officials are saying about financial security this morning. And new year, new financial goals. We'll take a look at some tips from the financial expert on how to maximize your savings in 2025.
Slight chance of patchy fog today, as well as the possibility of snow showers lasting through this morning going into the overnight as well. We'll talk about that in just a moment.
This is News 8 Now, this morning.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Alexandra Carter.
And I'm Art Jarrett.
Thanks for joining us. It is Tuesday, December 31st, New Year's Eve. Art has a great New Year's Eve tie on. I don't know how big the TVs are on at home if you can see it, but you've got your countdown tie on already.
Yeah, this is the tie that lovely lady gave. She was supposed to give to her husband. Her husband passed away, so she gave me a whole box of ties that she couldn't give to him. So this is really special. I wear it.
Perfect. Yeah, I love it. You got the countdown going.
Yeah, it's going to be that done. Speaking of the countdown, I've got the countdown to the snow as well, getting to the forecast for you as we take a look here. We're holding on to cloudy skies getting into this morning as well. We'll also see cloudy skies going through the afternoon, but once you get into the evening, we'll get to mostly cloudy skies. Then we'll bring you more snow coming in, cutting in around the 8 o'clock hour and continuing on. It's going to be light. We'll see probably about 1/10 of an inch to finish out the day. As you can see, snow is still kind of hovering down to the south, as well as getting up all the way up to the north by Eau Claire. We've seen that just a wee bit. You can see most of the rain and snow mix going in and circling down with that area of low pressure right there, continuing to draw most of that snow towards the south. That being said, current temperatures for you right now holding on to the 30s. You're looking at some upper 20s as well, but it's much colder on your skin, unlike we've seen over the last couple of days. We're seeing a few degrees cooler in some locations where you're seeing 20s pretty much widespread through the area with the exception of Sparta. Then we get into a little patchy fog, as you can see down to the south. Viroqua holding on to that. We'll also see that getting towards Boscobel as well. And of course, Viroqua probably will send some of that fog into our area as we finish out the day. Not much in the form as you can go into the morning into the afternoon hours, holding on to conditions that are pretty much normal, around 12 miles visibility. So that is really not an issue for us. As we carry on outside, though, you can see not much in the way of snow currently, but we'll keep an eye on this, how it plays out for you. So I'll have more about this for you in just a moment when I return. So please stick around.
Breaking overnight, a major security breach hits Washington. Chinese hackers broke into the U.S. Treasury Department, accessing workstations and even getting their hands on unclassified documents. Treasury officials also say they found the breach this month and immediately shut down the compromised systems. In a letter to Congress, officials say the hackers are now locked out. The investigation continues into exactly what documents were accessed and the impact this morning. Also breaking overnight, South Korea issuing an arrest warrant for President Yoon Suk-yeol. The suspended leader faces charges of abuse of power and inciting rebellion. The move comes after he declared martial law this month, sparking protests in the streets. His own cabinet resigned in protest before Parliament voted to remove him from power. And soon, the public will get a chance to pay their respects to former President Jimmy Carter, with memorial services scheduled to begin this weekend in Georgia before moving to Washington, D.C. Already, many Americans have traveled to Georgia to honor his legacy, as Nicole Valdez reports from Atlanta.
A steady stream of visitors have descended on former President Jimmy Carter's home state of Georgia in the hours since his death. In Plains, they flocked to his boyhood home and to Maranatha Baptist Church, where Carter taught Sunday school for years.
I've always wanted to come down here and actually watch Jimmy preach.
At the Carter Center in Atlanta, tributes of flowers and messages are growing, while at nearby Manuel's Tavern, patrons also gather to remember the former president who was a regular. Decatur, Georgia resident Kathy Keeler stopped by after lighting a candle for Carter.
So did you just kind of want to be here and sort of be among that history, that memory?
I did. You know, my whole life he's been a big part as a leader in our country.
Memorial services are set to begin this weekend here in Georgia. A motorcade will carry the former president through his hometown of Plains, bringing him to the Carter Center to lie in repose. He'll lie in state at the U.S. Capitol on January 7th until his state funeral 2 days later in Washington. Afterwards, Georgia's only president will return home for a private burial.
And flags across our state, including right here in La Crosse, will continue to fly at half staff in Carter's honor till sunset on January 28th. President Joe Biden also declaring January 9th. That is the day of Carter's funeral. That'll be a national day of mourning. Many parts of the federal government will be shut down. The 39th president died Sunday at the age of 100. And a deadly discovery in New Lisbon leads police to name a person of interest. Police now searching for 47-year-old Virgil Thu. You see him right here on your screen. After finding 3 people dead inside of a home, Thu is already wanted by Wisconsin probation and parole. He was last seen in a dark coat and hat. Police say that he is armed and dangerous. If you see him, don't approach him. Call police immediately. Charges have now been filed against a suspect involved in a deadly La Crescent Street overdose. 47-year-old Todd Paff facing first-degree reckless homicide charges and additional drug charges in the July death. Campbell police arrested him while he was already on probation for a previous drug conviction. An icy road sends a pickup and livestock trailer off of Highway 27 over the weekend. The Vernon County Sheriff says the driver of this car hit a patch of ice near the town of Franklin Sunday morning, sliding into a utility pole. The driver was 86-year-old Robert Allen. Police say he was hurt but declined medical transport. Tonight is the biggest party night of the year, and La Crosse police have a message for you this morning before you head out. They say last year 7 La Crosse drivers started their new year with a DWI. Tonight, police want to remind you they'll be watching. So now, they say, is the time to plan your sober ride home to ensure that it's not in the back of a police cruiser.
To your plan, and before you even go out, whatever your plan is, make sure that you have, like I said, those numbers programmed into your phone, figured out who you're going to call, and just be smart about it, because we want you to have a great New Year's Eve. We want you to get home safely. We want everyone else to be home safe as well.
And a reminder, the MTU bus system will offer a safe route from the downtown area. There are drop-off locations at UWL and Viterbo. A new group in Monroe County is focusing on housing stability. As News 8 Now's Allison Fergut explains, it couldn't come at a better time.
Safe and affordable housing is a top need in Monroe County. That's according to a 2023 community health assessment. And the new Monroe County Total Navigation Team is making it easier for people to find the resources they need in order to secure a place to live.
Homelessness is just growing. It's not something we can solve quickly.
With higher prices impacting everything from groceries to rent, people are finding it harder to keep up.
There's a need. There's just always been a need. But everything goes in cycles.
A recent report found that 11% of households in Monroe County are at or below the poverty line. And those who work in housing accessibility say high costs right now are making people's housing situations unstable. Monroe County being a rural area also creates unique challenges to housing access.
So just finding affordable housing. There's such a lack of it everywhere, but definitely here in the rural towns, it's sporadic where the housing is. It's limited, and then to make sure it's safe on top of that.
Despite those challenges, Casberg says there are a number of great services in Monroe County that people can access if they are or at risk of becoming homeless. But not having these resources in one place has made it difficult.
Sometimes we're just having people go here, go there, and nothing's really getting solved.
Organizations know something needs to change, so they're creating the Monroe County Total Navigation Team, a collaborative group that will bring services together in one place so people can access what they need to secure housing. TNT will also include groups that focus on issues like food security and healthcare, making it a true one-stop shop for resources.
Is us working together and leveraging our solid core programs with each other. Combining our staff, combining our forces is one way we can afford to approach multiple disparities at one time.
Casberg is part of a similar group in La Crosse and has seen firsthand what bringing resources together can do.
It works. I think that's really what we see. It works.
Allison Fergut, News 8 Now, this morning.
La Crosse leaders are making a move to help the homeless. They want more government help to do so. They'll take up that issue on Thursday during a committee meeting. Leaders want to see more money come in from the federal and state level. They're also pushing for more affordable housing in the city. And the City Plan Commission approved 2 ordinances to turn La Crosse landmarks into new housing options. Speaking of that, Hamilton Real Estate Group wants to transform the old Grandview Hospital into Grandview Flats with 45 new apartments. The former South Community Library could also get life as housing. Glenside Park LLC plans to create 6 units there and 4 additional buildings. The plans still need full Common Council approval to pass. The time now is 6:09. Still ahead on your morning news. Average gas prices are expected to drop next year. We'll tell you by how much. But natural gas prices will rise. And Disney says it's offering some new deals to help visitors on a budget. And as we head into the new year, we'll take a look at how you can boost your savings going into 2025. For now, sending you to break with something to put the good in your morning. Kids and young adults competed in a ninja obstacle course in Vermont over the weekend. The competition was a qualifier in the World Ninja League Championships, drawing athletes from across New England and Canada. The sport resembles what you'd see on American Ninja Warrior TV show with challenging athletic obstacle course, as you see here. The World Ninja League says it is one of the fastest growing sports in the world. It was open to kids as young as 6 through young adults. And as you wake up on this New Year's Eve morning, we are leaving you with a live look at Times Square in New York City. You can see not much going on right now, but that'll all change in just a few hours. Of course, this is an iconic gathering spot for New Year's Eve. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this break.
Dental implants are often the best solution to severe dental issues. If you have infection in your mouth, it does cause trouble other places. A lot of people ignore infection for way too long. And when they finally do something about it, they say not only do they like what they did here, but they feel better overall. In the end, you can have a smile you're proud of and a very healthy mouth.
We're an implant-focused practice. If you think you have a full mouth of challenges, come see us. Come down for a free consultation.
Tis the season for mistletoe and holly, for decorated trees and presents and celebration of the good news. I bring you holiday greetings from the Board Store family. Our wish and prayer for you is for a very Merry Christmas and a new year filled with many blessings. If you need a break from all the holiday busy, stop at 524 Copeland Avenue in La Crosse and wander through our 8 historic buildings. You will discover lots of ideas for improving your home in the new year. The Board Store Home Improvements, improving your home, improving your life.
Andy Pitts here at Chrysler Winona, and we're clearing the lot for construction on our new dealership during the Wrap Up the Year sales event. A new Ram 1500 Crew Cab Bighorn with heated seats, remote start, and Apple CarPlay, just $429 per month with $19.99 down. Or buy up to $12,500 off MSRP. Need more power? A new Ram HD Crew Cab, up to $13,000 off MSRP. So come see us at our new location, Highway 61, Winona.
'Twas almost the holidays, and all through the house, our flooring looks terrible, like it was chewed on by a mouse. The throw rugs are placed on the bad spots with care, in hopes Sealand's Carpet Land would soon be there. The carpet is tattered, the tile unglued. Sealand's Carpet Land will know what to do. Sealand's Carpet Land, where #1 priority is you. Merry Christmas!
Let River City Grill be your new lunch destination. Whether it's corporate lunches, parties, or events, we have the space and food for all of your gathering needs, big or small. We offer an all-you-can-eat lunch buffet from 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. with unlimited soup, salad, pizza, wings, and so much more. There's something for everybody. Stop by the bar and pair your delicious lunch with one of our many beers available on draft. River City Grill, Winona, Minnesota.
Well, good morning to you. In fact, as we get into this early morning, we are starting out with some overcast conditions right now. We'll call it cloudy for the day, and then getting into mostly cloudy skies later on into the evening hours for you. Of course, you take a look at La Crosse. We're holding on to 31 degrees currently as we get into the, well, at least for the 8 o'clock hour, carrying over through the mid-morning hours into the late morning hours. You're looking at cloudy skies to remain about 32 degrees by the time we get toward the noon hour. Eau Claire holds on to cloudy skies as well, with temperatures from 29 getting up to 30, and it feels much cooler on your skin, or at least colder on your skin for you. Take a look at the highs for the day, about 29 to about 35 degrees out there. We're still above seasonal average, and of course this is going to help to put more moisture in the atmosphere, even though we are fairly dry up to the north. We'll get into it here with the rainfalls. We finish out today by 4 o'clock and then carry over into the overnight hours. You're looking at a little light snow popping into the picture. We'll call it about 1/10 of an inch to see if we can get that into the bucket for you. Rain amounts possibly 1/10 of an inch as well, so we're also seeing this mix of rain and snow that will cause some areas down by Boscobel as well as Prairie du Chien, possibly, and up to the north they'll do the same. As we go into it, 32 degrees out there by Menominee. You know, you're holding on to at least a little bit of light moisture on the surface right now. And then as we get into near Toma, going towards Shelby, you're also looking at temperatures around 30. Feels like it's 27 degrees out there. So please take it slow this early morning as we finish out the day. When I come back, I'll have more about your forecast to show you how this will all shake out for your New Year's celebrations, and of course going into tomorrow as well. So please stick around. Back to you.
A special New Year gift for drivers. Gas prices are expected to drop in 2025 for the 3rd straight year. Gas Buddy expects the national average for regular gas will fall to $3.22 a gallon. That's about 10 cents less than this year. According to Gas Buddy, if the projections hold, the typical household will spend about $2,250 on fuel next year. And yesterday, natural gas prices surged to their highest level in nearly 2 years, up 24% at one point. It comes as energy markets brace for frigid weather that could simultaneously boost demand and curb supply. Extreme cold would cause Americans to turn up their thermostats, increasing demand for natural gas, which is the most popular home heating method. And Disney is making an effort to simplify its park offerings so guests can more easily figure out how to do Disney World on a budget. Yesterday, Disney announced free dining plans for 3-night Walt Disney World guests who buy a park hopper ticket. Ticket holders get a couple of meals, a snack, and refillable mug for each night of their stay. Disney also announcing complimentary parking at resorts. A new year means making New Year's resolutions, of course. As we wrap up the holiday season, you might feel like you have a debt hangover from all of that spending. In today's Consumer Watch, Jen Sullivan talks to a financial expert on how to boost your savings in the new year.
As we turn the page on a new year, financial experts say now is a great time to reevaluate your budget and add more money to your savings.
Create a budget, to review a budget, and to adjust the budget accordingly.
Mark Hamrick with Bankrate says the first step is to separate spending by want and need. Create a spreadsheet and calculate all housing expenses, whether that's a mortgage, rent, property taxes, and home insurance, utilities, food expenses, car payments, and phone, internet, cable costs. Experts recommend having 3 to 6 months worth of expenses in a savings account. But in a recent Bankrate survey, 56% of Americans say they do not have enough emergency savings to cover 3 months worth of expenses. And over a third of people say they have more credit card debt than emergency savings. Hamrick says if you do have debt, paying it off is crucial.
We just got through the holiday spending season, and many people will be experiencing a New Year's debt hangover at a time when credit card interest rates remain close to record highs.
Hamrick suggests putting money into a high-yield savings account, which means you'll be making higher interest on that money.
You need to shop around for the best rate so that, you're really optimizing how you're putting the money into this account.
You can also look into a CD account.
That's a look at your consumer news. We'll send it over now to News 8 meteorologist Art Jarrett for our weather update.
Okay, that mix of rain and snow will continue to work in our forecast area today as you get into cloudy skies this early morning. A little patchy fog potential as well. The winds have stirred up coming out of Minnesota and Iowa, and that's been giving us a chance to get out of that fog dreariness as we go through the day. In fact, we'll still have cloudy skies, but we'll hold on to the possibility of some snow showers also kicking into the forecast for you. We'll see that today, tonight, and and overnight as well going into the early morning hours. Cloudy skies to boot for you right now as we get into it. Here's a look at that rainfall. And this is like the widest swath we've seen so far today and probably for the remainder of the day as well. You're seeing that up by Eau Claire, getting into La Crosse as well with a little swipe here and there. And of course you can see the down to the south, you're going to see that more of a mix of the rain and the snow holding on there, and it's possible showing up as about 1/10 of an inch possible to get accumulated. That being said, here's a little bit closer view of La Crosse as well in Eau Claire. You can see some of that snow trying to get down to the ground, but if it is right now, I'm not seeing it anywhere. For now, we have visibility issues that are from 3 miles visibility going into Viroqua. Everybody else seems to be fine. We'll carry over into Wisconsin Dells, holding on to that as well. But you can see the winds stirring up as we go through the 8 o'clock hour, switching over into areas right through Minnesota from into Wisconsin, into Iowa as well, switching out going into the evening hours. This is when the winds start to break apart the cloud field, and we're seeing more mostly cloudy skies instead of the cloudy skies to work in your forecast. And that's going to allow a little extra of that cold air coming in from the north to work into our forecast, where it'll make it feel like it's about 5 to 15 degrees on your skin once you get into the midnight hour and beyond for your celebrations for the new year. You know, I'm talking about that as if I'm not going out tonight. I guess I'm going to bed at like 5 o'clock tonight. As we get into it, you'll hold on to more of this rainfall kind of undercutting us, and of course the tail end of that kind of swipes across the area, and we'll see this go into the overnight hours, and then up and out that goes. That being said, take a look here as we get into it here for Wednesday going into Thursday. Another one swipes underneath us here, but we could see that bring maybe a 1/10 of an inch, or I should say not 1/10 of an inch, but a 10% chance, maybe to 20% chance. And then we'll also get into Saturday into Sunday. You see by Sunday the system begins to duck down. It's still uncertain how this will all shake out because it had rolling over us yesterday, and now it's kind of pushing down to the south and trying to get back up to the north, as you see going in by Monday. The possibility of that continues on as we finish out Monday going into Tuesday as well. Not out of the question for next week. All right, so as we get into it today, we're looking at temperatures from at least 29 to about 35 degrees for you. You'll have the cloudy skies giving way to mostly cloudy skies in the afternoon. Take a peek as we finish this out. The rain and snow is kind of finishing out, and then we'll see as we go into the evening and you see like the noon hour, some of the clouds start to switch on us going around 3 o'clock. Earlier this was showing around 6 to 8 o'clock when this happens, but now you're going to be seeing the possibility of mostly cloudy skies with another batch of this moisture starting to come in the form of snow, working up to the north by Rhinelander as well, and then continues to pass through the area as we go through the morning hours. We're not looking at a lot of snow in the picture here, as you can see, going all the way into Wednesday, and as we carry over, there's a 1/10 of an inch of rainfall possible as well. Let's take a look at the 8-day forecast real quick as we get into it. 33 to 25 degrees. Colder temperatures on the way, and will continue to drop into single digits by the time we get into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for your whole new year. Be safe out there and have a wonderful New Year's Eve.
Thank you, Art. A triple threat in your health news as flu, RSV, and COVID cases are surging nationwide. What doctors say about this holiday spike after the morning sports blitz.
Coming up in the Blitz, the Aquinas girls basketball team and North Crawford boys basketball team looking to end 2024 on a high note. Highlights and more coming your way shortly.
Right now, for a limited time at Home Sleep Express, get a king-sized mattress for the price of a queen. This Thomas Cole Invigorate King mattress now just $6.99, plus no interest if paid in full by January 2027. King for the price of a queen, now at Home Sleep Express.
Are you or a loved one having troubles getting in and out of the bathtub safely? Has the high cost of remodeling left you without options? I'm Tim with Tri-State Tub to Shower Conversions, and I've been serving the Tri-State area since 1992. And I would love to make your bathing experience safe and affordable. We use your existing tub and remove the front section for easy accessibility. And for an affordable cost, call today.
You'll find the Ram you're looking for at Pischke Motors in West Salem or Pischke Motors in La Crosse.
It's the Wrap Up the Year sales event. Stop into Pischke Motors now to save over $10,000 off MSRP on a 2025 Ram 1500 Bighorn. Come see the all-new and redesigned Bighorn with unparalleled durability, towing, hauling. Ram has you covered. Hurry in. This offer ends December 31st.
Start your search at Pischke.com and then drive away in your new Ram.
Hey, Dominic here with a quick marinade using our Steak and Game Pleasing. Mix 1/3 cup of oil with 1 tablespoon of Steak and Game Pleasing. Brush on your beef or venison and let it sit for 10 minutes. Cook until done. For a delicious dip, mix 8 ounces of cream cheese, 1/4 cup of milk, 2 tablespoons of diced green onions, and a tablespoon of steak and game seasoning. Get steak and game seasoning and over 40 other blends at the Pleasing Outlet Store on Ward Avenue, La Crosse. It's a game changer.
Find something just for you at Macy's After Christmas Sale, like party looks for New Year's, Adidas and more for the day after that party, and Charter Club bedding for a well-deserved night's sleep. Now at Macy's.
Right now at Homeworld Rugs, buy 1 rug at sale price and get another one free. Mix and match from 30 different patterns, sizes, and shapes. And with rug experts in every showroom, you'll find your perfect rug match. BOGO Rugs, going on now at Homeworld Rugs.
You earn trust by making a commitment and sticking to it and serving this community all day, every day. We work hard for this trust and love telling your local stories because we, like you, expect more.
Happy New Year from News 8 Now.
Welcome to the Blitz. Well, after a bit of a slow start, dropping 3 of their first 4, the Aquinas Blue Golds have looked strong lately, having won 5 straight entering yesterday's afternoon duel with Sun Prairie West. Coach Donarski and company trying to end 2024 on a high note. Late first half, it's good passing by the Blue Golds. The ball finds the hands of Liv Dickinson, and the sophomore buries it to go up by 11. Then Aquinas on the run a little later. Eva Willenbring bringing the speed, and the great pass leads to an easy lay-in for Madeline Grossbach. Then in the second half, more good work from the home side. Willenbring with the floater in the lane to go up by 18. And then some good defense leading to easy offense as well. Catherine Salvadelli gets the steal, takes it all the way to the cup, gets the hoop and the harm, and the Blue Golds get the win 70-49. Let's go south. North Crawford boys ranked number 6th in D5, taking on Viroqua last night. Back and forth game early on. Cullen Jacobus finding Carter Emler. Baseline drive off the glass and good. Trojans with an early lead. Blackhawks not going anywhere though. Benson McDowell, nice pass over to Colton Peterson, puts it up and knocks it down. Later in the half, Zach Bender drives, spins, and scoops for another 2 points right there. Smooth move by him right there. North Crawford adding to the lead. Then Emler feeds it to Landon Blaha, gets the defense to jump and make some pay. Viroqua not going down without a fight though. McDowell pull up mid-range, nothing but net. That makes it a 4-point game. First half then coming to a close. Jacobus to the corner. Jake Odell gonna beat the buzzer. Trojans led by 7 at the break, and they would go on to win 73-55. Well, it was too little too late for the Packers as they dug themselves too large of a hole in the game on Sunday against the Vikings. Green Bay down 17 points entering the fourth quarter and got into a 1-possession game but could not get a late stop. It was a career day for Minnesota quarterback Sam Darnold, who threw for 377 and 3 touchdowns, and he says that win took a total team effort.
Felt like, we executed at a high level. Obviously a lot of things to correct, but overall, man, it was a great team effort. Thought defense played really well, like I said, and special teams did their thing per usual. So just a really great team effort, obviously against a really, really good Packers team.
I mean, obviously, we've lost to 3 of the best teams in the league 5 times, and that is frustrating because I think we've had opportunities in every one of those games to win the game, and we haven't done that.
So playoff outlooks are now, if the Packers win and Commanders lose, Green Bay gets the 6th seed, and the winner of next week's Lions-Vikings game will be the 1 seed. It should be a fantastic game next Sunday, final week of regular season NFL football. That'll do it for the Blitz. We'll see you tonight.
Save money and sleep better during the PM Mismatch Mattress Sale. Twin starting at $159, full start at $249, and queen pillow tops as low as $399. Shop the Mismatch Mattress Sale today only at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for over 30 years.
It's not very often a fella gets to offer the best products in the marketplace at a price lower than most others. When I look at this beautiful showroom, when I consider the quality of our products and the team of 80 exceptional professionals, we should be higher priced, but we're not. If you have any doubts for your next home improvement project, you should contact the board store today. It's not all the sales and discounts, it's the bottom line that counts, and you'll get no better bottom line than at the board store home improvements.
Andy Pitts here at Chrysler Winona, and we're clearing the lot for construction on our new dealership during the Wrap Up the Year sales event. A new Ram 1500 Crew Cab Bighorn with heated seats, remote start, and Apple CarPlay, just $429 per month with $19.99 down. Or buy up to $12,500 off MSRP. Need more power? A new Ram HD Crew Cab, up to $13,000 off MSRP. So come see us at our new location, Highway 61, Winona.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
Jolivet Family Farms features one of the area's largest selections of frozen seafood, including king crab legs, lobster tail, shrimp, cod, calamari, alligator, salmon fillets, smelt, and frog legs. Choose from our large selection of fresh fruit and vegetables to complete your restaurant-style dinner prepared at home. Your dinner isn't complete without something from the Jolivet Homemade Bakery. Don't forget a bottle of Door County wine to complete your stay-at-home night out at Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
Herbal Essences is a force of nature, made with supercharged botanical blends. Our sulfate-free formulas deeply penetrate to boost hair health without the Salon Naturals price tag. Herbal Essences.
What's up? You seem kind of sluggish today. Things aren't really moving. You could use some Metamucil.
Metamucil psyllium fiber helps keep your digestive system moving so you can feel lighter and more energetic. Metamucil keeps you moving. And try the 2-week challenge at Metamucil.com.
Save money and sleep better during the Mismatch Mattress Sale at PM Sleep Center. Choose from over 15 queen mattresses starting at $599 or less. Shop the Mismatch Mattress Sale only at PM Sleep Center, giving lacrosse a good night's sleep for over 30 years.
Happy New Year from News 8 Now. Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Welcome back. In your morning medical news, bird flu is getting a lot of attention right now, with some experts worried it could become a major public health risk. But the usual suspects of cold and flu season are starting to wreak havoc too. Now the CDC warns multiple viruses are surging. Amy Kiley reports the result could be a spike in related hospitalizations.
If you start developing any respiratory symptoms, you need to get tested.
The CDC is warning of surges in flu, RSV, norovirus, and COVID cases. It's now predicting respiratory virus hospitalizations could be as high as last year, despite a slow start to the cold and flu season.
Those of us in infectious disease always worry about influenza.
The CDC reports a 12% jump in positive flu tests in the week ending December 21st. It says more than 12,000 people were hospitalized with the flu then. Right now, health officials say influenza A is the biggest concern, but experts are sounding the alarm about bird flu.
There's a lot about the bird flu and how it's mutating that we don't know about.
There's not yet cases of human-to-human transmission. That can happen at any time. Once that begins, we are indeed in for another pandemic.
Norovirus is another issue. Many people call it stomach flu, although it's not a type of influenza or even a respiratory illness. The CDC reports an unusual spike in norovirus outbreaks this month.
We are also moving into RSV season, respiratory syncytial virus season.
Health officials say the number of RSV cases is high and is increasing in most areas of the country. And young children are especially at risk. They say COVID cases are on the rise too.
The good news is we have testing for COVID and for RSV and for influenza.
RSV season, every parent's worst nightmare, right? Well, every cigarette costs you precious time. A new University College London study finds that one pack takes 7 hours off of your life. That is nearly 20 minutes gone with every cigarette. Smoking's toll adds up through diseases like COPD and heart problems. But researchers say there is hope. Quitting at any age can add those precious hours back. The symbol of American freedom is finally official. President Joe Biden just signed a new law making the bald eagle our national bird. It's a change that might surprise you because until now, America never had an official bird. Minnesota's own National Eagle Center celebrating the news. I could watch those eagles all day. And Senator Amy Klobuchar was there. She led the bipartisan push to make it law.
Seeing these birds up close
you can feel just how majestic they are, and you can understand why our founders chose the bald eagle to appear on our nation's official seal.
The bill passed the House and Senate with no opposition. 7 continents in 7 days. A Wisconsin man is planning that journey as part of the World Marathon Challenge. Dennis Beggs tells Shayna Niwahan that he's starting in Antarctica.
So I went to town and bought a pair of shoes at Shopko, which is kind of hilarious when I look back on it.
After having spent hours of his life walking, Dennis Beggs decided to try a different form of physical exercise at age 55.
But I bought what I thought was a good pair of running shoes, and I ran a mile, then I ran 2 miles, then I ran 3 miles, and then I just kind of took off.
He began increasing his distance, eventually joining Janesville-based running groups and participating in some races.
I've never used a watch or a phone. I just run by how I feel. And I think there's a lot said about that is, you know, I pretty much know what my pace is. I can walk in, I can actually show you what my clock is.
So far, Beggs' unique method has worked quite well.
I end up doing all 6 major marathons in less than a year.
He has traveled the world.
You speak English, Spanish, Portuguese, doesn't matter what it is. Everybody communicates at the end of the race. You know, and you just know you can see the smiles and the encouragement. It doesn't have to be in its language, it's universal.
Come January, he will be running in the World Marathon Challenge in honor of his late mother.
When she was in the nursing home, they used to bring in for like Boston, New York Marathon. They used to have the TV and then make sure she could see me on TV and stuff. So when I did Boston, and you know, they had clips in New York, or excuse me, Chicago. So it was always, that was pretty near and dear to my heart.
Beggs says he's running the World Marathon Challenge in honor of his late mother. Competitors have 168 hours to run 7 standard marathons in every country across the world. The clock starts when the first marathon begins in Antarctica on January 31st. Wow, a cold one to start. And Hollywood is kicking off award season this weekend. The Golden Globe celebrating the best in both movies and TV. Comedian Nikki Glaser will take center stage as host of the 82nd annual ceremony.
It's just a great night of TV. It's live and everyone's drunk, everyone's looser. It's the beginning of award season. It kind of like kicks things off, so everyone's really excited to see each other.
You can watch the Golden Globes right here Sunday at 7 p.m. Now we'll send it over to meteorologist Art Jarrett, who has a look at our morning commute.
All right, as we get into it, your current temperature is holding on right now, upper 20s to around at least 34 to 35 degrees out there right now. Take a gander at that. You can see how it plays out with the feels like temperatures. A little bit colder on your skin, as you can see, holding all the way down from the north, working down to the south as well. So this is something we haven't seen in several days now. The wind chill is kicking in. We'll see this kick in later on through the afternoon and to the evening hours and overnight for your New Year's fun, actually. You'll also see it'll probably feel like 5 to 15 degrees on your skin later on tonight around the midnight hour and beyond. Here are the wind gusts that are actually active right now. They're starting to move across into the area as we go into the 8 o'clock hour, and will continue on as we go into at least 29 degrees, 29 mile per hour winds kicking into the day. You'll see it also kind of tough, getting up to at least 10 o'clock. You're looking at least up to about 27 degrees or miles per hour. Sorry about that. And as we finish out going into the overnight hours, you're seeing again the winds holding up to about 22 to 24 to 25 miles per hour out there all the way into the morning hours. That being said, we take a look at what's happening for you for the across planet today. Snow is starting to show up a little bit more so now as we go through the mid-morning hours as well. We'll carry over into the late morning hours possibly as that tapers down. And Eau Claire, we'll start to see it going through the 5 a.m. hour, possibly into the 7 a.m. hour, and then through the day coming back again in the 8 o'clock hour and overnight tonight. High temperatures right now, 20 as we get today, 29 to about 35 degrees out there. So please be careful for your day. Afternoon and overnight, you'll see this carry over into cloudy skies with some mostly cloudy conditions as well to finish out your day. Back to you, my friend. It was the best of times, the worst of times, and the weirdest, of course, and the mildest of times. Coming up in our, we'll take a look at the quick look back at some of 2024's craziest and kookiest and most confounding stories. Stick around. I have something for you.
I have something for you too.
or get 0% APR on select 2024 Sierra 1500 models. That's over $6,400 total value. Plus, no monthly payments until next year.
Visit your Best Choice GMC dealer today.
The dentist will be right in.
Hey, I heard you're retiring soon. You excited?
Yeah, Doc, but there's so much to consider. Medicare, finances. Oh, and I lose my dental insurance.
You can get your own from Physicians Mutual. Easiest decision ever. It's real dental insurance that's real affordable. Well, I think my work here is done.
Wait, what?
Hey, I heard you're retiring soon. You excited?
Affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. One of the easiest retirement decisions you can make. For a free information kit, call now. This dental insurance helps cover over 400 procedures. Everything from cleanings and fillings to crowns and dentures. See any dentist you want with no deductibles and no annual maximum.
Well, I think my work here is done.
Wait, what?
To get your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Let River City Grill in Winona, Minnesota be your new go-to dinner destination. We provide exceptional service no matter the occasion. From date nights to family outings with the kids, we have something for everybody at the table. Enjoy one of our 23 tap beers and pair it with a burger and fries during our happy hour from 2 to 6 p.m. Or, for a fine dining experience, try our salmon and steak entrees paired with our amazing signature cocktails. River City Grill, located in Winona, Minnesota. Call or book an online reservation today.
Hey, Dominic here. We always get asked, what do you have for burgers? With over 40 blends at our outlet store, we recommend these 4. All-purpose, beef and more, steak and game, and Lena's Ufta. First, you need ground beef, preferably from a local meat shop. Mix in 2 to 3 teaspoons of pleasing per pound, make into patties and grill to your liking. All 4 of these will make great tasting burgers, and they're all low in sodium. Get these seasonings and more at the outlet store. And buying local always tastes better.
For over 40 years, La Crosse Glass and Overhead Door has been the go-to company for anything glass and door. We offer a large stock inventory of CEHI garage doors to help you find the perfect fit. As a locally owned business, we take pride in our work and always get the job done. From commercial glass and glazing to residential glass and CEHI garage doors, we have the experience and expertise to help you. Call or visit our website today.
Hi, well, good morning to you as we start out this Tuesday. You're looking at, again, New Year's Eve is happening for us under cloudy skies going into the start of the day. You're looking at a chance of patchy fog. We're also seeing a chance of light snow. That's been working out this morning as well as going into the afternoon and overnight tonight as well. And then 2025, you can find yourself with some breezy and gusty winds as well. We'll see that later on in the day with cloudy skies popping into the forecast for you right now. Then we've got this rain and snow mix still holding on here locally. You can see some of that kind of swiping by Eau Claire and then getting into La Crosse as well. Drag a little bit closer to you so you have a better view of it. There it is right there. You can see it kind of popping into Sparta as well as La Crosse. That being said, you have visibility issues, not so much today, not like we've seen over the last few days. Areas right by Viroqua holding on to a little bit of patchy fog out there, and other locations also have a little patchy fog or to a slight chance of that occurring. The winds, as I mentioned, as we go through the afternoon and evening hours, so your commute home, you're looking at breezy and gusty conditions. By the time you get in the midnight hour, winds are up to at least 25 miles per hour, and that's going to make it feel like it's about 5 to about 15 degrees on your skin out there. It's going to be pretty chilly to cold on your skin. We've got this snow that's kind of a rain and snow mix that's moving underneath us from Wisconsin. Then it kind of kicks out as we go into the overnight hours, and eventually it drags a little bit of that light moisture into it into the early morning for Wednesday, as I've just mentioned. And then we take a look at what's happening to come here. By Thursday, you've got a little bit of light rainfall trying to get closer to us as well, but that also takes a little dip down to the south again, so we may see less than 1/10 of an inch of that. Then we carry over all the way into Saturday and possibly into Sunday, where we see a little light rainfall. This was supposed to cover us with some rainfall all day as a 40% chance. Now it's dropped down to a 20 to about a 30% chance, and that continues going into Monday as well, possibly, as that kind of spins out of the area. That being said, take a look what I've got going on for you today, though. Temperatures holding on to at least 29 to about 35 degrees today, above seasonal averages, so that moisture is going to stick around. especially down to the south. As we get into it here, you're going to see this moisture kind of get out of the way slowly but surely as we go right into the afternoon and evening hours. You'll see mostly cloudy skies pop in, switching to, again, from the northwest. Snow starts to come in and colder conditions start to prevail. You'll also see temperatures widespread in the 20s, as you can see, and that snow tops over La Crosse and Eau Claire, and that continues to do so as we go into the midnight hour for your New Year's Eve celebrations. And then as we finish out, people are heading home. You're looking at that still continuing on and all the way down into at least the 5 a.m. hour. As we go into it, the snow, not getting a lot out of it. It's about 1/10 of an inch or less. You carry over to all these other locations from the south zone to again, you're looking at a little bit of light rainfall showing up in there. Little icon, as you can see, everybody's getting a little bit of light moisture today. Possibly as we finish out, going all the way to the north zone, the same still occurs. We'll take it into a little bit of snow. You can see mostly up to the north. But as I carry over to your next 8 days, take a look at what I've got going on for you. You'll carry over into 33 to 25 degrees with more of the colder air coming into the forecast, into the teens as we go into the weekend as well and beyond. Be safe out there.
Thank you, Art. Well, it is, of course, New Year's Eve. We wanted to change it up a bit and wrap up the year by looking at some of the craziest and kookiest stories of 2024. From a melted statue of Abe Lincoln to a woodpecker playing Ding Dong Ditch, Jeremy Roth gives us a quick look back.
It was the best of times, it was the worst of times, the weirdest and wildest of times, the chonkiest, Willy Wonkiest, space junkiest, hippest, hippoiest, battiest, chattiest, rat splattiest year since the last one. Let's take a look at 2024. First, the good. News from the seer of seers that for once wasn't about the weather. The world's most famous woolly weatherman, Punxsutawney Phil, took a break from prognosticating to do a little procreating, becoming a dad to not one, but 2 little groundhoglings. Groundhog-ites? Anyway, I bet he didn't see that one coming. One creative little girl's solar system project took her to galactic viral superstardom. Alice Hayes used Barbies to represent the planets through fashion flares like sassy solar rings and such, and a TikTok of her work garnered over 1 million views, and even a surreal shout-out from the mothership herself, Barbie. A surreal but welcome sight captured by an aerial drone allowed rescuers to breathe a sigh of relief after a 10-year-old Louisiana girl went missing in the middle of the night. It turns out she had sleepwalked from her home and into nearby woods, where she was spotted hours later from above and collected safely on the ground. It wasn't all good news. For one, the infamous Chicago rat hole is no more. You see, the internet got rat splat fever after a rodent seemingly made an impression in some wet cement, cementing this Chi-town sidewalk as a new tourist attraction. But no amount of selfies and or weird sidewalk shrines could save it from being dug up after the city deemed it was damaged and needed replacing. Rats. One man's day went from bad to worse after he was late for a court hearing while facing a charge of driving with a suspended license and dialed in via Zoom to said court hearing while driving without a valid license. The lawyers couldn't even keep a straight face, and the judge threw the book at him, proving 2 wrongs still don't make a right. Bad news went from out of this world to right through this guy's living room when what was later identified by NASA as a piece of space junk from the International Space Station came rocketing through his roof, just narrowly missing his son. Everybody was okay, and NASA later reclaimed the 1-pound metal projectile. There were just plain ugly headlines like this Yahoo, seriously called out by authorities down under after being caught on camera seemingly trying to body slam an orca. Who does that? New Zealand's Department of Conservation fined the guy, then threw him to the social media wolves by reposting the video. Or this Willy Wonka-inspired event that was more wonky than Wonka. For $44 a ticket, the Scotland event promised optical marvels and extraordinary props, but delivered a sparsely decorated warehouse and quarter cups of lemonade. The social media mockery was ruthless, comparing it at best to the infamous Fire Festival, and at worst, to a meth lab. A historically hot summer took a very visual toll on a wax statue replica of the Lincoln Memorial in D.C., causing Honest Abe to lose his cool and his head, melting him from upright Lincoln to downright loungin'. As far as crazy and kooky stories go, there were just way too many, so here are a few highlights. A puppy born lime green, a creepy zombie fungus spider, robot grins through living skins, bats running on treadmills, and a guy running marathons while drinking wine. A woodpecker playing Ding Dong Ditch, hamsters smuggled in pants, snakes smuggled in pants, burglary suspects caught with their pants down, it was like a pandemic or something. Moodang the hippo was cute, Haggis the hippo was cuter, Pesto was cute, then Presto not cute anymore, Berry, faux hairy, banana fan, am a millionaire. But my personal fave this year was this little British girl who went viral for ranting about the skyrocketing price of ice cream.
Just 2 ice creams for bloody £9.
This little firebrand was all of us as she let fly about the effects of inflation on life's simple pleasures.
Like, you're gonna get nowhere with that.
No, he ain't, is that?
No, he ain't.
And capped it off with a pitch-perfect side-eye slam dunk.
Yeah, Betty can hear me.
Frozen trees may be £9, but this kid's fiery ire, priceless. For Take a Look at 2024,
Bloody hell.
I'm Jeremy Roth.
You know what was missing? Pandas. We always have panda stories.
That's right.
So,
Yeah, that's true.
Missing from the viral moments. I like the guy driving to court.
That was
with
that.
his
Yeah, that guy was
suspended
like,
license.
oh my.
Oh my gosh. Well, it is 6:49. Your morning news now is coming right up.
I'm Tony Nicopol. Coming up on CBS Mornings, we'll look at New Year's Eve security around the ball drop right here in Times Square and show you what the weather will be in your area to ring in the new year. That's coming up on CBS Mornings.
Right now, for a limited time at Home Sleep Express, get a king-sized mattress for the price of a queen. This Thomas Cole Invigorate King mattress now just $6.99, plus no interest if paid in full by January 2027. King for the price of a queen, now at Home Sleep Express.
Andy Pitts here at Chrysler Winona, and we're clearing the lot for construction on our new dealership during the Wrap Up the Year sales event. A new Ram 1500 Crew Cab Bighorn with heated seats, remote start, and Apple CarPlay, just $429 per month with $1999 down. Or buy up to $12,500 off MSRP. Need more power? A new Ram HD Crew Cab, up to $13,000 off MSRP. So come see us at our new location, Highway 61, Winona.
Our hearing connects us with people, and when that bridge is broken, our job is to help people with that hearing loss and reconnect them back with their lives again. We really feel that better hearing is a better life.
Happy holidays from everyone at Better Hearing Center.
No matter where I seat my guests, they seem to like the kitchen best. A kitchen's the heart of the home. It should be warm and welcoming. It should be attractive and functional. But it can be a real challenge unless you come here where you can meet with a designer, find all of the products that you need, and trust the project to our carpenters, plumbers, and electricians. For kitchens, bathrooms, and other home improvements, put your trust in the Board Store Home Improvements. Contact us today.
Jolivet Family Farms features one of the area's largest selections of frozen seafood, including king crab legs, lobster tail, shrimp, cod, calamari, alligator, salmon fillets, smelt, and frog legs. Choose from our large selection of fresh fruit and vegetables to complete your restaurant-style dinner prepared at home. Your dinner isn't complete without something from the Jolivet Homemade Bakery. Don't forget a bottle of Door County wine to complete your stay-at-home night out at Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
Sit up, lean back, recline, and sleep. Get more Z's on a Z-Cliner by FlexSteel at Home Furniture. The Z-Cliner features pressure point relief zones, luxurious performance fabric with power recline and lift features. Relax by day, get your Z's by night. The Z-Cliner at Home Furniture.
You earn trust by making a commitment and sticking to it and serving this community all day, every day. We work hard for this trust and love telling your local stories because we, like you, expect more.
Happy New Year from News 8 Now.
Welcome back. It's 6:53. Time for your morning news now. President Joe Biden declaring January 9th the National Day of Mourning and for all flags in the country to be flown at half-staff for 30 days to honor the late President Jimmy Carter. The 39th president's funeral will take place at the National Cathedral in Washington, D.C. And flags across the state of Wisconsin will stay at half-staff until January 28th. Governor Tony Evers signing that executive order yesterday. A deadly discovery in New Lisbon leads police to name a person of interest. Police are searching for 47-year-old Virgil Fu after finding 3 people dead inside of a home. Fu is already wanted by Wisconsin probation and parole. He was last seen in a dark coat and hat. Police say that he is armed and dangerous. If you see him, don't approach him. Call police immediately. Tonight is the biggest party night of the year. La Crosse police have a message before you head out. They say that last year, 7 La Crosse drivers started their new year with a DWI. Tonight, police want to remind you they'll be watching, they'll be out there patrolling, so now is a good time to plan your sober ride home to ensure that it's not in the back of a police cruiser.
To your plan, and before you even go out, whatever your plan is, make sure that you have, like I said, those numbers programmed into your phone, figured out who you're going to call, and just be smart about it, because we want you to have a great New Year's Eve. We want you to get home safely. We want everyone else to be home safe as well.
The MTU bus system will offer a safe route from the downtown area with drop-off locations at UWL and Viterbo. The City Plan Commission approved 2 ordinances to turn La Crosse landmarks into new housing options. Hamilton Real Estate Group wants to transform the old Grandview Hospital into 45 new apartments. And the former South Community Library could also get some new life. Glenside Park LLC plans to create 6 units there plus 4 additional buildings. The plans still need full Common Council approval to pass.
All right, your local temperatures for later on tonight as you're out and about having some fun. It's going to feel a lot colder than you're looking on the screen. It'll feel like 5 to about 15 degrees out there with the wind chill. Mostly cloudy skies expected with light snow and breezy conditions for you. Then we'll take it into tomorrow. You're looking at some sunshine popping into the picture for your 2025 New Year's Day. Looking at temperatures widespread in the 20s there for you. And we'll take it into your highs for the day, 33 today, 25 for tomorrow. You'll get into more sunshine as you go into Thursday as well. Friday we'll do the same with a little bit of light rainfall possibly coming in to go Saturday night into Sunday and then possibly into Monday as well.
Well, move over gaming headsets. These mice are taking virtual reality to a tiny new level. Cornell scientists created miniature VR goggles using smartwatch parts. Their test subjects were these little mice diving into virtual worlds. Oh, there they go. But it's just more than adorable science. Researchers say watching how these mice navigate virtual spaces could unlock new treatment for Alzheimer's disease. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive.
I love to see, yeah, I love their little feet when they move fast like that. And their little headsets, so cute.
Just keep making them smarter, guys.
Good
keep
mice.
making them smarter.
Thank you for starting your morning with us. We will see you back here at noon. Until then, enjoy your New Year's Eve morning.